A sex tape, a pregnancy scare, 2 cheating scandals. And that's just this week's update. If all you knew of Bayview High was Simon Kelleher's gossip app, you'd wonder how anyone found time to go to class.
Old news, Bronwyn,
says a voice over my shoulder.
Wait till you see tomorrow's post.
Damn, I hate getting caught reading about that, especially by its creator. I lower my phone and slam my locker shut. Whose lives are you ruining next, Simon?
Anyway, they bring it on themselves. If people didn't lie and cheat, I'd be out of business.
Simon's cold blue eyes take in my lengthening strides.
Where are you rushing off to? Covering yourself in extracurricular glory?
Simon's still on my heels when I reach Mr. Avery's lab on the 3rd floor, and I half turn with my arms crossed. Don't you have some place to be?
Yeah. Detention.
Simon says, and waits for me to keep walking. When I grasp the knob instead, he bursts out laughing.
You're kidding me. You too? What's your crime?
I'm wrongfully accused, I mutter, and yank the door open. Three other students are already seated, and I pause to take them in. Not the group I would have predicted, except one, Nate. Nate Macaulay tips his chair back and smirks at me.
You made a wrong turn. This is detention, not student council.
Somebody punked us!
Simon leans forward with his elbows on the desk.
Why would anybody want to trap a bunch of students with mostly spotless records in detention? Oh, I don't know. A guy who's here all the time might do for fun.
Mr. Avery rolls his eyes.
Save the conspiracy theories for another teacher. I'm not buying it. You all know the rules against bringing phones to class, and you broke them.
He gives Simon an especially sour glance. Teachers know about that exists, but there's not much they can do to stop it. Simon only uses initials to identify people.
Now listen up. You're here until 4. I want each of you to write a 500-word essay on how technology is ruining American high schools. Anyone who can't follow the rules gets another detention tomorrow.
Monday, September 24, 3:05 p.m. Simon gets up and grabs a cup from a stack on the counter. He heads back to his seat and puts the cup on his desk and crossed to Nate's desk. He said to Nate,
Dude, he says, kicking his sneaker against the leg of Nate's desk. Seriously, did you put those phones in our backpacks to mess with us?
Nate leans back and crosses his arms.
Why would I do that?
Simon shrugs.
Why do you do anything? So you'll have company for whatever your screw-up of the day was?
Simon opens his mouth anyway, but before he can speak, there's the sound of two cars hitting each other. Nate, who looks glad for the interruption, is the first on his feet toward the window.
Who gets into a fender bender in the school parking lot?
Mr. Avery lets out an exasperated sigh.
I'd better make sure no one was hurt.
Simon holds his cup up, grimacing.
This tastes like crap.
He drops the cup, and I roll my eyes at his attempt at drama. Even when he falls to the floor, I still think he's messing around. But then the wheezing starts. Bronwyn's on her feet first, then kneeling beside him.
Simon,
She says, shaking his shoulder.
are you okay? What happened? Can you talk?
Her voice goes from concerned to panicky, and that's enough to get me moving. But Nate's faster, shoving past me and crouching next to Bronwyn.
An epinephrine pen, where do you keep it, Simon? Nate says he's searching for Simon's backpack. Simon's having an allergic reaction.
I kneel next to Simon. His eyes are bugging out of his head. His lips are blue. Nate dumps the entire contents of Simon's backpack on the floor and scrabbles through the mess of books, papers, and clothes. He tears the small front compartment and yanks out 2 regular pens and a set of keys. The sirens blare in the distance as Mr. Avery and 2 other teachers race in, Bronwyn trailing behind them on her phone. "We can't find his EpiPen," Nate says tersely, gesturing to the pile of Simon's things.